Hello everyone, this is Muhammad Shanjidul Islam Parag. This is my Anthropology 206 class. My teacher's name is Ashley Pickard and I'm presenting this presentation of Cultural Dimension and Feedback Loop on Egypt on December 8, 2024. Firstly, introduction. Today I'll talk about Egypt, and my thesis statement is going to be Egypt had highly developed economic structure together with highly effective political authority and geopolitical affairs and connections, and highly religious institutions that were in feedback and that set Egypt's economy, social and cultural features up to present day forward. Egypt, commonly known as the Gift of Nile, is a country with a world famous history, well preserved but not gradually adjusting to the new world. The Nile in the past has been that source and has thereby shaped a unique culture, civilization, and agriculture. Today, the merging of culture from religion, political, and economy shows the cultures from today originated from history. Political systems dictate resource distribution and control economy in responsibilities for sustaining cultural and religion values and beliefs as laws and norms. These feedback loops demonstrate how two systems support the Egyptian identity and sustainability. On our next slide, we're gonna talk about economic structures and subsistence patterns. We're gonna talk about historical context, modern context, and example. In the past, the focus on Egypt's economic activities were predicted on the Nile flood reel that made areas fertile for cultivation. This surplus was used for the state-sponsored projects like building monumental temples, pyramids, amongst other, as a concrete exhibit of both economic and cultural unity. The Egyptian economy is also mixed economy in the modern period and is open for tourism, industrialization, and exploration of natural resources. However, challenges such as political instability affect these sectors, especially the tourism sector, which is a loser during global and local advantage. These economic changes resemble historical activities, including the grain storage point of the Paharos, where surplus items were well handed to avoid economic instabilities. Now we're gonna talk about politics. We're gonna talk about the historical context, modern context, and we will also provide examples for the political situation in Egypt. Setting up of political power was achieved through agricultural construction, mainly by Paharos, who also practiced the uh, policy of centralization. For instance, Ramesses II used political stability in building large structures, making his power more stable. In the contemporary structure of Egypt, government shifted from monarchy to republic with the effect of religious dogmas and globalization. Clinical shock like Arab Spring revealed weaknesses, but at the same time underlined the continuing process of change in Egypt. Knowledge of ancient centralized government helps to explain the stability of contemporary political systems. Now we will talk about religion. In the context of Egypt, religion is one of the most important parts. Culture of religion in Egypt has been an indication that spirituality laid a strong foundation of stability of an ancient state with the help of gods like Ra and Osiris. Places like Karnak were religious, political, and economic powerhouse. Hence, the overall impact of religion at present, Islamic religion prevails over Egyptian culture, and laws and Christian religion persist significantly. Thus, this continuity exemplifies how religion takes on contemporary dimensions while still retaining the micro role in social organizations. Religious values, inclusion into governance and society increases their relevance and helps sustains this aspect. Now we will talk about the feedback loops. This includes economics, politics, and religion. And in this slide, we're gonna talk about how this loop works. These systems like economy, politics, and religion in Egypt have reciprocal interactions since part of their feedback mechanism. The way religion gives leaders moral and cultural support, ending up granting political authority to leaders of political governance is so secure resources for the stability of economy as well as religious beliefs. Hence, the trust in the society is attained. Consequently, stability in the economic realm guarantee the maintenance of cultural values and enhance political authority. This interplay also shows how many aspects, be it economic, political instability, can affect the other, stressing on the fact that dependence should be balanced. Now we're gonna talk about cultural storylining. We have myth of Osiris and Isis, and on the second part we have modern connections. The myth of Osiris and Isis is most definitely rooted in the Egyptian culture and has the aspect of justice, rebirth, and rule over defining a divine king. It historically justifies divine existence of Paharos and unification of the society. Even today, many continue the telling of oral tradition and has become steadfast media that links up the ancient world with the modern world in terms of culture. They explain how narrative performs the cultural work connecting political, religious, and economic economic institutions of the society. Now we're going to talk about challenges to development for Egypt. We have political instability, economic issues, and religious tensions as a reason. Modern Egypt has lots of problems of its political process since Arab Spring, as well as economic problems such as inflation, tourism, and influence of tourism and religious conflicts between secular authorities and Islamic organizations. These challenges distort the feedback that supporting the integration and cohesion of societies. For instance, the economic dependence can erode the political power and demand cross pressure on religious organizations. To combat these problems, the proper analysis of connection between Egypt's cultural systems and their use for change and stability purpose should be furthered. Now we'll talk about the conclusion. We will understand the underlining, we'll understanding the interconnections, cultural feedback loops, and our key takeaways. Egypt is an interesting case whereby religion, politics, and economy create a loop that feeds the overall cultural characteristics of a nation. The independencies have provided Egypt with the chance to make uses through the historical and modern onsets. Nonetheless, solving these such issues, which are constant concerns like political instability and economic risks, need a cognition of this linkage. Egypt, realizing its cultural assets and future opportunities, enable the country to find its way to stable development. Thank you so much for watching my presentation, and this is my reference page. Thank you so much.